You can just go downstairs and get a teriyaki sauce jar, or you can make it yourself. I always figure that if I'm ever on a desert island without my neighborhood food city, I should know how to make my own teriyaki sauce. Okay, so what we do is we use water, half cup. I think I can move this now too. I need these carrots. Soy sauce. This is my Joy Luck Club bowl. Sugar. The only sugar I had up here today was confectioners. I didn't realize it until I started the class. So I had to run back and get the catering sugar. They're going to kill me. Give that a whisk. This is mirin. Mirin is another Asian, this is a Japanese sweetened sake. And you get this also in the Asian, down in the Asian food department. And it's just a little sweetened sake. And more fresh ginger. The cool thing about getting all these ingredients, like the sherry and the oyster sauce and the mirin, is that you have to figure out other ways of using it. So it's not just hanging out in your refrigerator. And things that you have to, and it becomes a part of the category, things that you have to keep moving around the refrigerator to get something else. And then a garlic clove. So you can make this as sweet as you like. Sometimes teriyakis can be, deadly sweet. This teriyaki has sweetened sake, so I don't really make it all that sweet. But you guys do what you want. Or just go downstairs and get the bottle of teriyaki sauce. And again, I haven't started cutting any of the protein yet, so I'm still using the same board that I was using for the vegetables from the last dish. Okay, now that's it for the teriyaki sauce. And that's going to go in the pan and just get really nice and thick. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do the vegetables first, and then I'll do the beef. So what I need to do is I need to do more garlic. guys eat before you come to these things, usually? Do you expect like heavy apps, heavy appetizers? I know you did.
My stomach is just if I didn't eat it.
You'd be angry, an angry crowd. The onion you just make into, you just basically just slice it and take it apart, kind of just deconstruct it. This isn't a dice, so this is just, I'm just making onion strips. Usually when you dice an onion, you do it the same way, except you make slices this way first, and then you go this way, and then you go this way. This time we're just making little strips of onion. And I usually like to just try to follow the onion, the ridges of the onion itself. I kind of like the no-brainer approach to this. Okay. These are, you want to try to find a nice bunch of wild mushrooms if you can find them. Not in the woods. That's not what I mean. But lots of times the grocery stores will have like dried mushroom collection. And that's what you really want to look for. I don't think we have any. I've never been able to find any here. So what these are just small portobellos. These are cultivated mushrooms. And so I'm just knocking off the peat that they were grown in, or the organic medium that they were grown in. And just giving them a slice. Portobellos are wonderful mushrooms. They're nice, they're meaty. They have a lot of body to them. Really nice earthy flavor. Anybody here not a mushroom person? You're not a mushroom person? I've got two not mushroom people. Are you okay with it being in the dish and picking them out? But nobody's allergic to them. They're just don't care for them. Okay. I'm going to start the pan now. I'm going to start heating up the pan because I've almost gotten to the end of the vegetable prep. All right, I've already prepped my broccoli and gave it a wash. This is Bok Choy. It's a very crisp green. As you see, it's I kind of treat it like lettuce, like celery a lot. And what I tend to do is cut off the end like that. And because lots of dirt gets into the bottoms of these, sort of like leeks and celery. But the cool thing about these are, if you have little kids, you can actually put paint on the bottom and make little, see, it makes little flowers. It's really cute. Okay, now I'm gonna do a slice through the whole thing. Smells really great. Are you guys, everyone here pretty much are kind of familiar with bok choy, except for you, understand. Yeah, we've, okay.
Like some form of lettuce, like or something.
It's kind of like a cross between a cabbage and a collard. It's got sort of a pungency like a collard. And it's got sort of the same consistency of a mustard or collard. But it's very crisp. You hear that? It's very crisp. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. The broccoli and the mushrooms go into the pan at the same time, so I'm going to combine them in that colander. And the bok choy goes in last. I'm going to put them in this bowl. Okay, now I'm going to cut this beef. And it's better if you can let this marinate. We're not going to be able to do that today, though. I have to make a decision if I want that or not. I'm going to cut that off. All right. Beef. This is beef. This is a sirloin. This is a sirloin. And I'm going to put, till my hands have been wet, I'm going to put some of this teriyaki sauce into this bowl, and I'm going to let the beef sit in it for just a few minutes while everything else is cooking. I'm actually going to cut this beef into smaller strips because there's a few of us here tonight. I'm I'm cutting this beef against the grain so it makes for nice strips. Okay, so I am just gonna sort of massage the teriyaki sauce into the beef for just a minute so it gets all nice and so the beef understands that it's supposed to be teriyaki'd. Okay. Pan is getting really hot now, so we'll use the olive oil. Okay, they want to put the garlic in first here and let the garlic go ahead and start cooking real briefly. And I actually won't take the garlic out of this pan. I'll let it stay in. It's pretty hot. I don't want the garlic to burn, so I've removed it from the heat. Pan's on medium-high. Okay, now comes in the onions. Now comes the beef. And now I'm going to wash this board. Let that cook for just a minute. I don't want to overcook this beef. We go ahead and add the broccoli and the mushrooms. Escapees. Good, so we'll have to do the Asian chicken salad another time. Escapee. Okay, so get the rest of the teriyaki sauce in. Get the bok choy in. This is where one of those, where your giant wok would come in handy.
Yeah, if I knew we were doing stir fry, I wouldn't let you party.
What?
If I knew we were doing stir fry, I wouldn't let you party.
Ah, yeah, but you know what? The thing about this is that lots and lots of people don't have a wok. So, you know, if you can just show how easy, you know, a nice big hearty meal. That's right. Aw, this is looking really good. As you can tell, it's not really, I'm using my hands a lot here and getting, moving the vegetables around. What? Well, again, if I did, then, you know, a lot of people that don't have the skillet wouldn't, you know, then they would think, oh, I gotta go buy a wok. But you don't really. But you can either, you know, just keep doing like what I'm doing here, or you can have a bigger pan, or use less vegetables. But you know, whenever I make kale and stuff, I do this. I'm doing this. You know, I put a ton of kale in, and I'm just like, everything is going. Anyone have any place to be right now besides right here? Okay. It's going to be another minute or two. I'm going to get the table, get some plates on the table. I just added the beef stock. I'm going to let this cook for just a minute. This is called Joy Lucky Club Beef Stir Fry. It's beautiful. It's incredibly nourishing and life-giving, as you see. Now, just set the table.